Welcome back. I hope you all had a wonderful session with, of course, the First Lady of the Republic of Namibia. Quite incisive there, just like she said. It was a deliberate action by the Republic of Namibia to engage women, to include women. I think that's something Nigeria has to learn. Let's quickly move ahead. Our government have been advised to take full advantage of opportunities in the Nigerian capital market to address the infrastructure deficit in the country. Professor Uche Waleke, the President of the Association of Capital Market Academics of Nigeria, who gave the advice at a press conference on the 2022 budget proposal in Abuja, stressed the need for government to resort to revenue bonds as well as leveraging the benefits of asset securitization.
Yes, the government should approach the capital market, to finance deficits, to raise funds, but in doing so, we should de-emphasize just issuing bonds or issuing what I call general obligation bonds. Okay, because when you do bonds without tying the bond you're issuing to a project, you run the risk of using that proceeds to do some other thing outside of infrastructure financing. So revenue bonds are simply bonds that are used when you issue a revenue bond. You use it to finance a project that you know that the revenue from that project will be used to service and retire the bond. That's what we call revenue bond. A revenue bond is self-financing. If we issue revenue bonds, we won't be bothered about the debt service burden, because you are not going to touch any money to service. You're going to use the revenue coming from that project to service the debt. That's what I mean by revenue bond.
The Nigeria Customs Service says following the recent verification of import documents for private-owned aircraft in the country, only 57 private jets and aircraft were found liable for payment of customs duty and have been cleared for operations. Comptroller Joseph Atta, Public Relations Officer, Nigerian Customs Service, revealed this at a press conference in Abuja on results of verification of privately owned aircraft in Nigeria.
The owners of the 62 private aircraft for which no presentations were made for their verification and whose status remains uncertain are requested to immediately furnish the Tariff and Trade Department of the service with the necessary documents for verification and clearance. The Nigerian Customs Service employs all concerned to avail themselves of this opportunity, as it will not hesitate to activate enforcement procedures on identified defaulters. The Federal Aviation Authority of Nigeria has also been put on notice to ensure only privately owned aircraft duly verified and cleared by customs are authorized to operate within our airspace.
All right, let's quickly take a break, and when we come back from the break, the program continues. To stay.
The outbreak of COVID-19 changed the world and unsettled our economy. As we adapt to this unprecedented reality and start the journey towards recovery, the African Economic Congress invites you to a televised and virtual event that will bring together innovative leaders from all sectors of the African economy. It will be a platform where sustainable solutions that enhance the African economy will be discussed. Themed, Accelerate Africa, Building Back Better. Date, November 1 to 3rd, 2021. For sponsorship or further inquiries, contact us at events@aecongress.org or call us at +234 906 691 2600 or +234 907 370 3649. To attend, register at www.aecongress.org. Powered by Deloitte and Next Year SPD. Join us as we take the first step towards strengthening the African economy to create the Africa we want.
Welcome back. On this week's edition of CBN Weekly, we will be taking a look at the Central Bank of Nigeria COVID-19 intervention funds targeted at reviving, sustaining, and developing the Nigeria's economy following the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. Emmanuel Aldu takes it from here.
Prior to the pandemic, the Nigerian economy was unstable as the country was already dealing with non-COVID-19 related insecurity, falling oil prices, trade restrictions, and public deficit issues, on top of long-standing development challenges like inadequate fiscal economic policies, unemployment, and inflation. Government's regulatory attempts to prevent the spread of the virus exacerbated the country's already precarious economic situation. As a result, the GDP growth rate fell below 4% in early 2020 to 1.87% in the first quarter and minus 6.10% in the second quarters of 2020, reflecting a drop by 0.23 and 8.22 percentage points below the 2.10 and 2.12% recorded in 2019 Q1 and Q2. The rapid outbreak of the COVID-19 presents an alarming health crisis that the world is grappling with. In addition to the human impact, there is also significant economic, business and commercial impacts being felt globally. As virus know no borders, the impact continues to spread. In fact, 94% of the Fortune 1000 across the globe and businesses in Nigeria have been impacted and are already seeing COVID-19 disruptions. As a way to stabilize the economy of the nation and support businesses, the Central Bank of Nigeria rolled out COVID-19 Intervention Fund largely in manufacturing, agriculture, energy infrastructure, and micro, small, and medium enterprises. The Apex Bank introduced the 50 billion targeted credit facility as a stimulus package to support the households and micro, small, and medium enterprises that are affected by the coronavirus pandemic.
As long as we find that what we are doing is yielding results, particularly boosting consumption, expenditure, and investments, we will continue to do so. And that is the reason monetary policy has given us the mandate to say, look, instead of plateauing at 300 billion, move further to 400 billion and support our households and SMEs for them to really begin to do business. Somebody wants a loan of 500,000 naira and he goes to a bank, can't get the loan. We'll make this available for them. And we have received positive testimonials about how this has helped and impacted positively on lives. In fact, we're going to begin to run a TV documentary to show those who have benefited from it and how it is helping them to create jobs for them and also create jobs for other people. So we'll continue to do any of these things because we believe that it will help our economy to grow and everybody will be happy and jobs will be created and the level of insecurity can reduce.
My name is Ade Moroti Solomon from Osun State, Elisha to be precise. We have a business in Ibadan here, which is called Living Foods Global Resources Limited, also known as the Living Foods Bakery and Supermarket. We got a CBN intervention that's from AGMIS, and we're able to access 9.6 million naira from NISA through the help of CBN intervention. And we're able to impart more on our business. Initially, we used to have 2 branches. Now we have about 4 branches now. Usually we used to have about 25 staff on our payroll.
Sunana Aminu Abubakar. Ina sana'an noman kaji ne. A nan hayar gasa Shanono Tudun Barde. Na kuma ina daga cikin wanda suka samu wannan loan din na CBN na Agnes loan da aka bayar. Muka samu wasu ma'aikatan CBN a wurin su suka gaya mana cewa ana yin applying mu je Mando za su gaya mana duk process da ake bi. Na yi applying 5 million kuma an bani 5 million. Ni dai na ji ne sanda muka je trade fair
Mohamed Ghana Mahmoud. I'm from Edeti local government in Niger State. I'm into shea butter processing. Before we are doing shea butter in local way, with this intervention, able to get some machine to improve it more quality. I heard about the program through the media, and directly I went.
My name is Victor Elibusulu. I'm from Edo State, and I'm a farmer here doing poultry, or should I say processing, I'm in Osun State. I'm one of the people that got the Agnes loan from CBN. Very fantastic loan, timely loan. Actually came at the time when I really needed it. It has given my business a fantastic boost, and I got like 10 million naira, and the money has been fantastic.
Hello, I am Mr. Obion Oche from Anambra State. I own a software development and training business located at number 439 Navy Sea Road, Asaba, Delta State. I'm a beneficiary of ASMIN's CBN Intervention. I received the sum of 800,000 naira. I got to know about this intervention on the TV, precisely Chinese television. I followed it up. I applied in 2019, and I got my pay 2020 February, before the outbreak of COVID-19. The loan has really impacted my business. After taking the loan, injecting the fund, we employed 2 more production staff. Our production increased by 30%. And our income equally increased by 40%. I thank the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, President Muhammad Buhari, and the federal government for this opportunity. I encourage aspiring entrepreneurs to take advantage of the various CBN interventions to boost their businesses, increase their income, and better their economy. Thank you. This is one of the intervention. 1.5 kVA. And this where we use. This is where we run software.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mrs. Sonia Igbagara. I'm from Bayelsa State, Sabama local government area in the Soni community. I'm a fashion designer, a fashionista per se, and the name of my fashion house is S&N Stitches. I benefited from the AXMIS loan, which enabled me to empower myself through that loan that makes me to set up this beautiful shop you are seeing here. What I got was 1,060,000 naira.
I'm from Ekiti State, Nigeria. I am the promoter of Monisha's Enterprise in Ibadan State, Nigeria, and I am a beneficiary of the CBN Agnes Entrepreneurship Loan. I had access to my loan in 2020, and I heard about it through a friend. It's been a wonderful time running a food business in the city of Ibadan after my access. Before now, I used to operate from home with just 2 hands helping out, and the second person happened to be a part-time. So basically, I had just a full-time staff while working from home. But now I have a building to myself, and I've been able to expand beyond just the kitchen aspect.
My
name is Olutade Odetudo. I'm from Kwara State, Repodun local government. I'm the MDC of Sean's Place Bar and Grill. I'm into hospitality business, restaurant, and bar business as well. And I benefited from the COVID-19 TCF. I was able to access 1.6 million. Actually, the link was sent to me by a friend during the COVID-19 period, and I just keyed into the opportunity from there. The loan also helped us in the aspect of recruiting more staff members. So we had some deficits in some areas, and we were able to hire more hands. And all around production too, business grew and positively. All around it had a very big positive impact on the business.
My name is Sarah Timothy. I do sell both women and men clothes into English dress and native wears. So my shop is located at opposite Shiro Hotel, Minna, Niger State. I heard about the loan program from a friend of mine. I applied for 5 million. They gave me 1 million naira.
Assalamu alaikum. Sunana Ahmad Muhammad Gali. Daga jihar Kano, karamar hukumar Tarauni. Ina yin sana'ar dinki a wannan unguwa, Sallar Babban Giji. Na samu loan daga CBN na COVID-19 wato TCF. Na samu naira 500,000. A wannan loan na yi amfani da shi ne a sana'ata ta ɗinki, sannan kuma da muna amfani da kekuna ne wanda ba sa amfani da wuta. Daga baya kuma bayan mun samu wannan loan din sai muka canja kekuna wanda suke da saurin aiki, wanda a da yara na wanda nake da su guda 2 ne, amma daga baya sai na samu na ƙara suka zama guda 7.
I'm the proprietor of Arehan International School in Kano. I'm a beneficiary of the CBN intervention under the targeted credit facility. We are into operation of school operations, and we applied for the loan in the year 2020, and just 3 months after the application, the loan was approved. I applied and I got the sum of 1.6 million. That loan really came very handy because the purpose of the entire TCF facility was to cushion the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Sunana Bala Musa, muna sana'an haɓe a nan sabuwar kasuwa na nan wajajen kawo. Na samu COVID loan 350,000 a wannan shekara. Na anshi wannan loan don amfanin sana'a. Wannan business ɗin ya taimaki gida da business. Na yi godiya kwarai da gaske saboda wannan abun lallai in ana taimakon mutane da irin wannan za a samu ci gaba da kuma ƙarin zama lafiya a ƙasa. Saboda haka wannan abun ya yi kyau sosai. Mun yi farin ciki, mun gode wa CBN, mun gode wa Allah, mun gode wa shugaban ƙasa da CBN. In Allah yadda zan zo in dai za a taimaka su ma kowa yana buƙatar irin wannan taimako. In aka samu ƙasa za ta ci gaba sosai saboda abinci shine a gaba da komai.
According to Central Bank of Nigeria, the Anchor Borrowers Program has issued a total of 798.09 billion naira to 3.9 million smallholder farmers across the country. The bank also distributed 161.18 billion naira to 770,000 smallholder farmers producing 7 commodities on 1.10 million hectares across the nation for the wet season farming in 2021. The bank also has lent 708.39 billion naira to 657 large-scale agricultural projects under its commercial agricultural credit scheme.
The bank's Anchor Borrowers Program has cumulatively released the sum of 798.09 billion to 3.9 million smallholder farmers cultivating 4.9 million hectares of land across the country. for the 2021 wet season farming, the bank released the sum of 161.18 billion naira to 770,000 smallholder farmers cultivating 7 commodities on 1.1 million hectares across the country. Whilst harvesting for 2020 dry season under the program is rounding up, harvesting activities have commenced for the 2021 wet season cultivation. The Strategic Maize Reserve Program of the Central Bank of Nigeria has been useful in moderating maize prices, particularly by directly targeting large feed mills producers. Under its Commercial Agricultural Credit Scheme (CACS), the CBN has supported 657 large-scale agricultural projects to the tune of 708.39 billion naira.
In order to encourage entrepreneurship among Nigerian youth, the bank recently approved the implementation of the Tertiary Institutions Entrepreneurship Scheme. Under this scheme, Nigerian youth are encouraged to engage in entrepreneurial activities and create jobs. The bank also disbursed a total of 145.99 billion naira under its non-oil export stimulation facility, revised the guideline working with Nigerian Export and Import Bank to improve access to the intervention fund and stimulate non-oil export growth in Nigeria. Under the real sector facility, the bank disbursed the sum of 1 trillion naira to 269 real sector projects, of which 140 are in light manufacturing, 71 in agro-based industry, 47 in services, and 11 in mining, while in the healthcare sector intervention facility, 103.02 billion naira has been disbursed for 110 healthcare projects, of which 27 are pharmaceutical, 77 hospitals, and 6 other healthcare services projects.
The bank released the sum of 1 trillion naira to 269 real sector projects, of which 140 are in light manufacturing, 71 in agro-based industry, 47 in services, and 11 in mining. Under the healthcare sector intervention facility, 103.02 billion has been disbursed to 110 healthcare projects, of which 27 are pharmaceutical, 77 hospital services, and 6 other healthcare service projects.
At the last monetary policy meeting, members applauded the continued resilience of the banking sector, noting that the progressive decline in non-performing loan ratio and broad improvement in all banking system parameters, despite the downside risks posed by the pandemic to the smooth running of businesses. While the committee was cognizant of the credit risk associated with lending in the current economic climate, it urged Nigerian banks to extend more credit to businesses and consumers to facilitate a seamless recovery of output growth, reduce unemployment, and stabilize prices. Emmanuel Howard reporting from Online with Nancy.
And that's the much we can take on today's edition of the program. Thank you all for joining us. I am Nancy Najibi, the best you can be, and be the change that you want to see. Bye now.